Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to color match your image in Photoshop without wasting your time. Let's get started. So once you have the background you probably want to use, or any images you want to match their colors. For instance, this is the background. I want to do more of composite, and let me say a big shout out to Pixabay. I downloaded this background free from Pixel. Belongs to Pixabay. A big shout out to them. And so, without wasting your time, first thing I want to do, I have my background on in Photoshop. There are two ways I want to teach you today, so please just pay attention. So the first thing I want to do is I want to change you convert to smart object, and you come to your crop, and just let's extend that crop, and just click OK. And you come to file, come to place linked. So it takes you to the folder you want to use. You can check for folders here and just find it whichever folder that's the image you want to match their color is saved inside. For me, this is where I have the image, this image here. So just click on it and click on place. Alright, so here we are. I want to make sure I get them into the same size, so I just fill the space up. Okay, I think this is great. Then you click OK. So the first method, you come straight to your image, come to adjustment, and come to match color. Oops, grayed out. You know why? Because that match color there we want to work on a smart layer. So we need to duplicate our layer, and then we right click and rasterize. So once we rasterize layer, we can always go back to image, come to adjustment, and come to match color. You can see it's back. So click on match color, come to your source, click on the background layer, and on the layer choose your source. Should be on the Pixabay. That's the layer down there, and on the layer as well, you choose layer 0, click OK, and boom, look at what we have. Amazing, right? Look at what we have. You can see, but then I will show you the other part, the other method, so that you have complete control over your color. But if you're okay with this, you can go with this as well. You can see before and after. Before and after, you can decide to work on your opacity and just play around. So it's nice. So that takes me back to the second method. So let's delete this layer. So we are cool. We can just continue from here. These two layers that we have, remember, convert to smart object, bring in a new layer, and that is it. So the first thing we want to do is come to this layer here, then we'll come to filter, come to blur, come to average blur. You get? Then you come to your background layer, just the same thing, come to filter, come to blur, and come to average blur. So once you have it like this, our next thing we want to do is we are going to our popular, and I call it popular and most interesting layer, adjustment layer, which is curves. So come to our curves. Curves is just it's just so good for so many things. So we'll come to curves like this. Okay, let me bring this to the side so that we can see better. Yeah, like this. So now remember, this is this layer, this average, it takes the total, it takes all the color in the image and gives you the average color. So that's how that blur works. So what we want to do is once we create our curves adjustment layer, you want to make sure that the mask is not selected but the properties. Okay, so then you come to your eyedropper tool, this middle one here, you just double click. Once you double click, it comes to this color picker. So we'll pick the color from the background. Remember, we want to match the portrait color to the background color. So you pick the color here from the background color and you click OK. It might show you save the new target color as default. You might decide to say no. So then after doing that, you just, with that same color picker, you just click on the portrait side of the whole frame. So you can see that the color has changed. But now what we've just done is that we pick the color here and we adjusted to this part. So now this color now is affecting both the background and the portrait. So we want to make sure that this new adjustment we did is only affecting the portrait. So we'll click on our clip. So the clip helps to, whatsoever thing we are doing will only affect this layer here. See before, see after. Can you see it? Let me take this off. See before and after. So it's affecting only this layer here, just like that. You will get it. So the next thing we want to do is we want to turn up the average so that we can see what we have done. Okay, look at it. Let's just say before and after. Now if you look at it like this, we have not gotten the real color. It's not exact, so we can still adjust it. Okay, let's just bring it back to this part so that we won't get too confused. Okay, now we've brought it back so it will be easy for us to control it. And come to your properties of the curves. Let me take this sideways so that we can see it better. Okay, if you look at these two sides now, you discover that we have this portrait side is brighter than this side. So the first thing we want to adjust there is adjust the brightness. So we just come to slide down here and just bring it down so that it becomes darker. You see that we're getting close to the original, to the background color. Bring it darker, just something like this. I think this is okay. Then we discover that here is having a little bit of I think yellow. So probably if we introduce a little bit of magenta to it, it will match up. So let's play around with the color. Come straight to the opposite of green is magenta. So let's come to our green and just bring it down and see. Okay, yeah, it's working, but not the way we want. It works a little bit. I think this is okay. Then let's check our red as well. If we can do something to it, let's increase and see. Oops, it's too much. Like this. Okay, yeah, this is okay. And I'm not sure I want to do anything in our blues. Is there any effect? Okay, there is, but not the kind of effect we want. So somewhere around here like this, it's okay. Then we can come back to our RGB and just say adjust, just like this, the brightness. All right, I think this is okay. Okay, now this is not completely perfect, but this is okay for what we want to do because this is just okay for what we want to do. All right, see before, see after, so close. Okay, let's turn off average like this. You can see the brightness, everything. Now the beauty of this whole thing is that we can always reduce our opacity to blending into whatsoever we want. But trust me, we are so close. See before, see after. So if you are doing composite, it's very easy in the sense that the next thing you want to do is you just come to your, click on the portrait layer and you just come to your selection tool here and click on object selection tool, click, and then just come and drag like this. All right, so this is the selection it's going to make for you. Okay, since we have this, the next thing you want to do is just create mask. Okay, so once you have a mask, you can create, just click on your V or object selection tool here. All right, so we can just pick it like that, just drag it straight into the frame, but it's too big because of the size. We're just going to reduce it like this so that it blends into what we are doing. Let's keep on reducing the size. I think at this I'm okay. Then we just probably place it in the middle of the road, somewhere around there. Okay, let's see. All right, see. Okay, I think this is beautiful. Let's see. Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, this is beautiful. Okay, so we like this. I think we are very fine, but we might just want to create a little bit of illusion of shadows around us. So we can just select our lasso tool and just a very fast walk. Just draw something around that. This is not best. I can show you this is not best. I'm just trying to be very fast, and it's not the best way to do it. But this can also work. So once you create this like this, the next thing you create adjustment that is not working. Just come to your curves here and just create curves. It automatically creates curves around your selection. So we just reduce. Consider it's working. Just reduce the exposure there, just like that. And if that is not giving you what you want, you can always come to the down slider and just probably like this, but I think this one is better. All right, just like this. So illusion of shadow. And if you think okay, it's giving us some colors, we can always reduce the color by just coming to an hue and saturation. And remember, once you click on hue and saturation, just clip it to this curves layer alone, so that whatever we are doing will only affect this down layer, the curves layer, the just next one to it. So we just come to saturation and just reduce the saturation, just like that. You can see somewhere around here. I think it's okay. Let's quickly look at what we've done before and after. That's perfect for me. Let's look at the illusion of the shadow, and that's okay as well. Meanwhile, you can always crop, please crop back to okay. So boom, we have a sweet composite and just amazing. And if you think the color is too much, sorry, if you think the saturation on the portrait is too much, remember our layer. We can always come back to our curves here, you see, and just reduce the opacity a little bit. Yeah, like this. I think this is okay. So that brings us to the end of the tutorial. If you know you've learned something, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in my next tutorial. Thank you so much.